Welcome to another edition of the Roadrunner Review, the 30-minute magazine show that features MSU Denver sports and their highlights from the past month. I'm Eric Lansing, and on today's show, we'll bring you all the action from the Diamond as the baseball and softball teams are wrapping up their regular seasons, which means playoff spots are on the line. The first ever Rowdy Awards took place this past month, and we'll bring you all the big-time winners, and we'll introduce you to the new volleyball head coach, Jenny Glenn, as she gives us an insight on what she has in store for the program. We have all this and more up ahead on the show. But before we get to all that, let's bring in some Roadrunner news. The 16th annual Roadrunner Scholarship Dinner and Auction was held this past month, and it was a resounding success. More than $60,000 was raised for student scholarships. The voice of the Rockies NMC, Reed Saunders, along with former Denver Bronco great Rod Smith, led the festivities as special items were auctioned off, which included the Wall of Wine, which was won by men's assistant basketball coach Adam Wall. If you missed out on this event, you could still donate at roadrunnersathletics.com. And you can check that same website out if you want to hear what Rod Smith had to say at the event. And don't forget the 2016 NCAA Division II Spring Sports Festival is taking place right here in the Mile High City. The Regency Athletic Complex will be the championship site for softball, women's lacrosse, men and women's tennis. Men's golf will take place at Green Valley Ranch Golf Club, while the women's golf championships will be held at the Common Ground Golf Course. So come on out and check out all the action where 6 championships will be handed out. Check out roadrunnersathletics.com for more information on tickets and even how you can volunteer to make this event a great one. All right, so now on to our top story. Back in December, 16-year head volleyball coach Debbie Hendricks called it a career, leaving a vacant spot for the first time since 1999. But after a lengthy process that featured some high-quality candidates, Jenny Glenn was announced as the head coach of the Roadrunners earlier last month. Glenn comes over from Division I Northern Colorado, where she served as an assistant coach and an associate head coach for 9 seasons. Our own Anthony Rodriguez sat down with Glenn to help us get to know the new volleyball head coach.
Give us some insight into how this process for becoming MSU Denver, the new MSU Denver volleyball coach, has been for you.
Yeah, well, I'm from Colorado, so I've spent time elsewhere and I've always come back to Colorado, and obviously I was coaching in Colorado, always looking for the best opportunity, and MSU Denver's always been a school that I've been interested in if that opportunity became available. So I think it's a great fit for me in a lot of ways. Like I said, I'm from the state of Colorado. I have a lot of passion for Denver and the people, and just have a lot of history and know that it's a great program.
What have you heard since you've been in Colorado for so long? What have you heard about the MSU Denver program and the athletics, the community as a whole? What have you heard about it?
Yeah, well, I came to camp here as a freshman in high school, and so that was my first experience of MSU Denver volleyball. And my sister went to school here, played a little bit with the team, and so I've had a history of knowing what the program's about. And it just has a great reputation in the RMAC and in the volleyball world in general of being a very successful program with a lot of tradition and doing things the right way. So, no matter where you're at in volleyball, you hear about those types of places, and this is one of them.
You hope to lead the UNC Bears to 4 NCAA tournament appearances in your 9 seasons there, and MSU Denver, relatively successful in their tenure as well, have made the NCAA tournament 15 straight seasons heading into your first season as head coach. How can Jenny Glenn help that streak continue here at MSU Denver?
Yeah, I think I've been really blessed to be a part of the UNC program, and from the beginning in 2007 when I started there to where we are now, and having the opportunity to play postseason, and I think you build a culture of success, and that's what appeals to me about MSU Denver volleyball, is that it is a place that expects to win. There's a great tradition of success here, and no matter where you're at, volleyball is volleyball. So we're going to do things the right way. We're going to be very competitive and set our sights high, and I think that we can really push to the next level.
So having been up at UNC the past 9 seasons, really familiar with the Colorado scene, what are your first steps in terms of recruiting to make sure you get that process underway to get young women in the state of Colorado to come and play volleyball for MSU Denver? Yeah,
Colorado's a great state for volleyball. We have a lot of athletes that come and we go to different states to play. So like any coach in this state, we want to keep the athletes here. So I think it's knowing the pool. I have a lot of connections in the club circuit and the high school circuit as well. So just first of all, getting my name out there that there's been a change here, and just being willing to get out there and do the work to find the talent to keep it in Colorado.
What do you want this tenure's head coach to be different about your previous experiences in head coaching?
Well, I think when I first started in coaching, I was young and just learning. So I tried a lot of different things and tried to see what worked and what didn't work. And my time at UNC, those were both times that were a little unexpected, or you're filling in a different kind of capacity, just keeping the ship going in the right direction and making sure that we're continuing to advance toward our goals. So I think this time is different. I get the opportunity to create the program that best fits my strengths and create a staff and people around me that complement those things. And so it's exciting for me to have a chance to kind of implement a lot of my ideas and move forward with that. That's one of the appealing things about this place, is that there is a tradition of success. So I think my style, and I'm a very hard worker, so I'm going to work tirelessly to get great kids in here and continue great recruiting, and that's going to help us move to the next level, but also continue the pride that goes with that. And I think we'll be a very well-rounded program to where we're succeeding not only on the volleyball court, but in the classroom and in our lives. And so I think that holistic approach and making sure that we're striving for excellence in all those areas is something that will be my mark.
Thanks, Anthony. We're all excited to see what Glenn can do with this already successful MSU Denver team. We are just getting started here on the Roadrunner Review. The golf team is the reigning conference champions after a surprise first-place finish last year. Could they go back-to-back to really put a stamp on the RMAC? And speaking of the postseason, both the baseball and softball teams are swinging for their spot in the playoffs. Every game is so crucial as they head down the stretch. We have all that and more up ahead on the show. Glad you're back with us here on the Roadrunner Review. Coming into this month, the baseball team has the RMAC postseason in their crosshairs. With only a few weeks left to go and with only 4 of the 8 RMAC teams eligible for the postseason, every series is crucial for head coach Jared Otis and his squad. They began the month with a series against crosstown rival Regis University. This series took place at home against the Rangers, and it was the visiting team that struck first. Trevor Overbo goes down the right field line and it falls fair, allowing Josh Newell to easily score the first one of the game. MSU Denver strikes right back in the second. Jake Thurston brings in Hunter Donaldson on the sac fly to even the score at 1 apiece. Into the fourth, Julian Garcia with the inside pitch. Nick McCaskey grabs the ball and fires it to second to get Zach Deaton to end the inning. McCaskey getting it done on defense, and in the fourth, he's getting it done with the offense, driving in Andrew Paus to put his team up 2-1. Garcia was fantastic on the mound, striking out 9 batters, going the distance in the 9-inning affair. The sophomore leads the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference in strikeouts. Jeff Levin and Paus both added solo home runs to help lead the squad to the 4-2 win.
It's been like that all year, I think. I mean, we've been struggling to score some runs. Our hitters came in today, got the bat on the ball a little bit, but it's fun. It's fun to go out there and have a pitcher's duel like that. Well, we're hurting right now. We're losing a couple guys in practice right now, and we're hurting for pitching-wise, but guys are going to step up, and I know it's going to be good.
And what's your kind of mentality at the plate against a guy who's dealing like that?
Yeah, sometimes it's tough, but if you just stick and grind throughout bats, you get that pitch you're looking for, and most of the time it works out when you see the pitch you want. Yeah, as you see last year, we won, I think, 19 straight at home, and we need to get on a roll like that, and that'll help us get to the postseason, and then hopefully after that it'll give us into a regional.
It's just having an aggressive approach, letting the ball get deep and whatnot. That guy did a great job tonight. He filled up the zone. So as an approach, it was just to stay aggressive and put some good swings on it.
Talk about when the offense, how big is it for the offense to kind of put those runs out there when Garcia is pitching like that on the mound?
Yeah, it's awesome because once you can get some runs for Julian, he's going to be able to hold the lead for us. And Levitt had a big home run. Paus had a big home run. Nick McCaskey had a big base hit for us along the way. And, that's kind of who we are. We're going to pitch and play defense, and we're able to drive enough runs across the board to get the win.
The Roadrunners looking to make it 3 of 4 wins over Regis. Cameron Stroop with the strikeout. He kept those Rangers at bay in his 6 innings of work. The offense came ready to back up their starting pitcher. Nick Comito bloops this single into right field, bringing home Paust. In the 5th, Riley Mao also finds some space in right field, driving in Jeff Levitt to put the red and blue up 3-1. After the Rangers get to within 2, Powell shuts the door with this RBI double. The junior from Parker, Colorado, had a field day versus Regis, going 3 for 4, scoring a run and driving in 2. MSU Denver takes the game 5-2 and takes the series against their crosstown rivals.
My role as a leadoff hitter is to get on base. Any way I can start off the game with, getting on base by either a hit or a walk, it really strikes a match into the lineup and gets everybody fired up, lets everybody know we're ready to go right off the bat early on. So
It feels good because they're really tough competition. Our rivals are in Denver, so we needed to get this. I think we're 500 now in the RMAC, so that's really good. And now we go on the road for 2 weeks, and we really need to pick it up there. Yep.
And Alex Walker with a beautiful catch over there.
It was amazing. It was pumped up. That got us really pumped up for that. Yeah, it's just our defense is just phenomenal. I feel like we have the best defense in the RMAC right now, and just pitching behind that, it's really easy to pitch for sure.
No, it was big for us. We only get to play these guys one time. We're on the other side of the division now. So whenever you can win a series, this was our second to last home series. So to get the series win and then to do it at home when we don't have a ton of games left here is big for us.
The Roadrunners then took on the fourth-ranked team in the nation in Colorado Mesa. Ryan Baca was dealing on the mound, striking out 9 Mavericks while getting great defense when traffic was on the bases. MSU Denver got home runs from Nick McCaskey and Kayla O'Donnell, and they pull off the big upset in the 5-1 win.
I just wanted to send the seniors out on a good note. They fought so hard. They've sweat so much out here, put in so much work, and I just wanted their last game to be out here to be a win. It was a lot of traffic, but I just knew if I threw strikes, my defense would work for me. And they turned a big inning-ending double play there in the third, and they just kept working behind me. Jeff made a sensational play in center field.
Just played really loose the second game. The first game, everyone, including myself, I just felt tight, and I think a lot of the other guys did too. So going into that second game, we'd already lost one, and we didn't really have anything to lose. So we just went out there and did what we did.
Still ahead on the show, our Roadrunners provided plenty of excitement on defense this year. Find out which play earned the Rowdies' best defensive play. But coming up next, the softball team is crushing the conference competition as their playoff spot is secured. But could they catch the nationally ranked Mavericks? We'll find out next on the Roadrunner Review.
Strength, power, and speed of elite student athletes will be on display. The sights, the sounds, the intensity of 6 NCAA championship competitions. It all comes down to this moment, and the winners take it all. Be there to share the experience with your family and friends. The 2016 NCAA Division II Spring National Championship Festival, May 16th through the 21st in Denver. Visit ncaa.com/tickets to score your championship experience today.
Hi, I'm Congresswoman Diana DeGette. Every day, I see the impact that MSU Denver has on our region, and education within reach can truly transform a life. Congratulations on 50 years of commitment to diversity and inclusion, and may you have many, many more.
Eric Lansing still here with you on the Roadrunner Review. Let's check out that softball team that is mowing down their conference schedule as they head toward that RMAC tournament in May. RMAC foe Colorado Mesa is having a sensational season, and Andy Van Wetzinger's squad is trying to keep up with the Mavericks and try and steal away that #1 overall seed. MSU Denver looked to keep pace against Regis at home against those pesky Rangers. For Game 1, we're going to bring you the Cassidy Smith Show. That lovable character has some amazing adventures against Regis. In the first inning, our leading lady sends this pitch into center field. Alyssa Finger can't get a hold of it, and 2 runs come in to score. Nice going, Cassidy. Then her bestie, Annika Anderson, comes to the plate and brings her in on the double, and it's a 3-0 Roadrunners lead. Best friends for life, I think. Then our hero takes the mound. She strikes out Finger on her fabulous fastball. She gives up just 1 earned run in 7 innings. But Cassidy can't do it by herself. Here is her third baseman, Brooke Lovas, who throws out the runner on the bunt attempt, and her best first baseman, Carissa Terry, who catches the line drive and then tags the runner for the double play. Roadrunners take the 4-1 win, and even on the Cassidy Smith Show, the star gives all the credit to her team.
You know, my defense is the reason we win games. Defense wins games. I owe all of my pitching performances to my defense. They sell out for me all the time, and they just kill it every day.
She pitched great. You know, that's kind of the Cassidy we're used to. She might give up some hits here and there, but she gets ground balls. She can leave base runners stranded. She does a great job fielding her position also, which is a huge asset to us. So, you know, that's, like I said, that's what we're used to, her just being aggressive and competitive.
And thus ends another episode of the Cassidy Smith Show. We'll see what kind of adventure she gets into next time. The following day was senior day for 3 Roadrunners. Lonnie Redmond, Sarah Breddy, and Kaylee Christensen all celebrated their final home game with their families. Into the game, Emily John with the chopper. Serena Espinoza jumps out to grab it, but doesn't realize that Carly Sexton is flying down the third base line, and instead Espinoza gets the sure thing at first. Rangers Garvey 1-0 lead. Ashley Kim lays down the bunt and beats the throw at first base. But Sexton doesn't realize that Kalissa Bakovic is sneaking in towards home plate, and the home team takes a 3-1 lead. Regis pitcher Nicole Avila is helping her own cause with this 2-run single, and that puts her squad back up 4-3 in the 8th. The Roadrunners coming down to their final 3 outs. Cassidy Smith grounds out to short for out number 1. Anderson reaches via the single to keep those Roadrunner hopes alive. Here is our own Lennox Williams with the final play of the game.
If she does get one to drive, let's see what she can do with it.
A big shot over left field. Is it game over from Carissa Terry? Big shot, and it's a wrap. The Roadrunners will take this game 5-4.
We just really worked on this week looking for our pitches and swinging out the pitches we want and not what the other pitchers wanted, and we just wanted to really dictate the tone and come out with a lot of energy this week. I just was really looking for my pitch and just trying to stay patient, and I was just thinking we really needed those runs, and Cass was really working hard, and we need to get some runs on the board.
All week we've been talking about work the count, attack pitches within the zone, don't chase out of the zone, don't help the pitcher, and I think we did a really good job of that, of being disciplined at the plate, and I think we got really good results because of it.
After dropping 2 straight to UC Colorado Springs on the road, the Red and Blue reeled off 4 straight wins, including 2 over Colorado Mesa to finish out the regular season. Here are the final standings in the RMAC, and the Mavericks clinched the number 1 seed and will host the entire conference tournament. Our Roadrunners earned the 2 seed and will head to Grand Junction to try and win the whole shebang like they did in 2014. So stay tuned to RoadrunnersAthletics.com to keep up with the softball team as they venture through the postseason. We're coming right back.
Some students come to Metropolitan State University of Denver to find their future. Others look to sharpen their current skills. In the case of David Thibodeau, it was both. Our faculty helped fuel his entrepreneurial spirit while encouraging him to pursue his personal passions. These 2 talents came together in Ska Brewing Company, which he co-founded in 1998 in Durango, and is considered one of the top up-and-coming Colorado companies.
Thanks for coming back to the Roadrunner Review. It seems like the Academy Awards and the Golden Globes get all the love during the awards season, but soon they'll be taking a backseat to the Rowdies. That is the first awards program honoring the student athletes here at MSU Denver. Our own Celeste Zubia has all the action from the red carpet.
We're here at the very first Rowdy Awards, where senior student athletes are being recognized for their 4-year careers here at MSU Denver, as well as nominations like Best Defensive Player, Best Offensive Play, and the Best of the Best Award, the Rowdy Award. The Rowdies were created by women's basketball junior Raquel Torres, who wanted to see the student athletes come together in a fun event.
Well, I'm a part of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, and basically what we wanted to do this year was put together more events for the student athletes, and I figured we would have like a season-ending, school year-ending event just to celebrate everyone and their accomplishments both on and off the competition field.
The event started with the red carpet, where the student athletes came dressed to the nines and offered their thoughts on being nominated.
It's awesome. I mean, just being able to be a part of the first one is really cool. Just showing up, seeing this is an incredible event.
Numerous academic awards were handed out, which were highlighted by the male and female student athletes of the year. In the junior class, women's soccer defender Alexi Marr took home the award on the female side, while men's tennis star Josh Grates was given the honor for the men's. The senior awards went to baseball's Riley Mao and Mackenzie Reiber from women's soccer. The academic team awards were swept by the basketball teams for their efforts in the classroom. The 4 major awards were voted on by the fans. The best offensive play came from Deshaun Phoenix, who dunked home the front end of a one-on-one to help the team reach 100 points. The defensive play of the year came from Kalissa Bakovic, who went all out for an incredible catch. The newcomer of the year went to Joey Sherney from men's tennis. And finally, the Rowdy Award. It was given to Deshaun Phoenix, who personified what a Roadrunner exemplifies both on and off the court.
I guess I just became popular 5 years, I guess. I don't know. It's just great to have my friends vote for me, so it was fun. It was fun.
What does that mean for you to get the Rowdy Award, where, it's about integrity, it's about what you did on the court, off the court? I mean, that really says a lot.
Yeah, I wasn't the only one nominated. Everyone up there deserved to win the award, so, shout out to them, and it was just an honor to be able to win that award.
How does it feel to get Team of the Year through here at MSU Denver?
Well, it's the first year having it, and it's a huge honor to be Team of the Year out of all the athletics. MSU Denver has many great teams, and we're really honored to be Team of the Year this year.
And congratulations on getting defensive play. What was going through your head during that play and when you made that catch?
You know, I just knew that my pitchers and all of our defense was just working hard, and I just saw the ball in the air, and our outfield has always talked about just whatever's in the air, it's going to be caught.
It was an exciting night of music, food, awards, and top-notch attire. Check out RoadrunnersAthletics.com for the full list of award winners. For the Roadrunner Review, I'm Celeste Zubia.
Thanks, Celeste. We hope this is the first of many Rowdy Awards, where our Roadrunners get recognized for all their efforts both on the field and court and in the classroom. Don't go anywhere. We have golf championships on the line and, of course, the top plays from the past month.
So how does it feel? Next year, you're not going to have the great Deshaun Phoenix around you. What are you going to do with your life?
Oh, I will miss you a lot. I don't know yet what I will do without you.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
We are NCAA Division II student athletes from the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference.
It's on us, all of us, to prevent sexual assault.
To take responsibility.
To get a friend home safely.
It's on us to step up and say something.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us, all of us, to stop sexual assault.
Learn more and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Since 1909, the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference has been a leader in collegiate athletics, with campuses in some of the most scenic areas in the United States. And now in Salt Lake City, Utah and Rapid City, South Dakota, the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, competition elevated.
We're down to the final hole here on the Roadrunner Review, and that's an easy segue into our women's golf team, but a tremendous finish to their season. At the Maverick Spring Invitational, head coach Ben Porty led his squad to a second-place finish. The squad shot an impressive .625, finishing second only to Colorado Mesa, who shot .619. Junior Cha-Cha Will Hoyt was the individual winner, hitting a 72 on day 2 after hitting a 76 on day 1. MSU Denver carried that momentum into the RMAC Championships, which took place in Avondale, Arizona. And boy, did they do just that. After finishing first on day 2 of qualifying, the Roadrunners took on UC Colorado Springs in match play to decide the winner. A different format than last year's RMAC tournament, where our Roadrunners prevailed. Junior Allie Johnson led the team, defeating her opponent 70-75. Senior Valerie Cruz won her match 73-77. While Will Hoyt tied her opponent in the 5-0-1 win over the Mountain Lions to claim their second consecutive RMAC tournament title.
My mindset heading into this was just being focused. I knew it was my last round and I wanted to finish strong for myself and for my team, and I accomplished it. I'm very proud of my team and myself for doing that.
The best team and the greatest coach, so it was kind of meant to happen.
So right now, what do you think? Are you excited? Are you sad? It seems like there's kind of maybe a lot going on there.
Well, it's pretty bittersweet. The last tournament, it's rough.
Val, Cruz, and Danny Look were some of my first recruits coming in. They came in as transfers, but sophomores, so 3 years ago. So they helped build this program to what it is right now, so they'll be deeply missed.
It was really stressful, actually. We were thinking we were going to have to drive down, so that was very stressful. Everyone was scrambling to figure out what to do, but we made it, and we didn't have a practice round, but it was okay. We obviously pulled through.
Awesome. Anything else you wanted to add, Danny?
Well, we crushed it today, so it's just really exciting.
Have to give a big shout out to Eric Danner and his crew for getting us the footage and the interviews from the RMAC Championships. The season doesn't end for two of our golfers. Junior Allie Johnston and Cha-Cha Will Hoyt have qualified for the Division II Women's Golf Super Regional that will take place in Stockton, California. It's the first time in MSU Denver history that two golfers qualified for the event. And finally, we give a shout out to the tennis teams that both earned third-place finishes in the conference championships last month. Both teams took down CSU Pueblo in the third-place games. Head coach Daniel Hangsteffer was named RMAC Co-Coach of the Year after leading both the men's and women's teams to the RMAC tournament. In singles play, Joey Sherney earned first team All-RMAC, while Porter Emery and Brandon Akbar were named to the second team, while Callum Hayes was named to honorable mention. In doubles play, the combo of Sherney and Akbar garnered first team All-Conference, while Parker Jones and Marty Lukoshunas were named honorable mention All-Conference. For the women, Courtney Wright and Emily Kerr took home first team All-Honors in singles play, while Lingying Zhao and Casey Love were named to second team All-Conference. The doubles team of Kerr and Wright were first team All-RMAC worthy, and the duo of Love and Zhao were second team All-Conference. What a performance from both our golf and tennis teams. It is now time to bring you the top plays from this past month, and they are brought to you by the Regency. Play number 5 comes from the baseball field, where Jake Ekman chases this ball down to rob the Rangers of extra bases. We have seen a ton of great catches this season by this outfield, and they continue to wow us as the season goes along. We feature Lauren Salachi in play number 4 as she crosses the finish line in first place at the CSU Pueblo Pack Classic. The senior ran a time of 4 minutes and 43 seconds, and she is a huge favorite to win the event when the RMAC Championships take place next month in Spearfish, South Dakota. Play number 3 comes from softball, and it was so good the first time, we'll let the Jamaican sensation take it from here.
She does get one to drive. Let's see what she can do with it.
A big shot over left field. Is it game over from Carissa Terry? Big shot, and it's a wrap. The Roadrunners will take this game 5-4.
Terry's big bat leads her team into the RMAC tournament, and we'll have plenty from the playoffs on next month's show. We'll stay with softball squad in play number 2. The ball is sent into short center, but Kalissa Bakovic runs it down, reaches out, and somehow comes up with this amazing catch. She's been making great plays in center field all season long, and as we saw earlier on the show, it won Best Defensive Play at the Rowdies. The junior is going to be back next season to keep that outfield in tip-top shape. And the top play from this past month is a spectacular performance by the golf team in the RMAC Championships. In this new format that changed the event to match play, the Roadrunners went 5-0-1 against UC Colorado Springs. It was definitely a team effort that propelled the squad to repeat as conference champions. Those were the top plays from this past month, and as always, they are brought to you by the Regency. Well, that's going to do it for another edition of the Roadrunner Review. Make sure you keep up with our teams all season long at roadrunnersathletics.com. I'm Eric Lansing, and we'll see you next month for more high-flying MSU Denver action.